You ready? Rolling both sides? Perfect. Okay, so these are the requirements for working in Tonga Artistry, working with me. Basically, the way that you should think is, I'm not making a company, I'm not making a business, I'm making a mafia. The nature of this is different. When you need us, we're there for you. When we need you, you're there for us. It's something that transcends and surpasses a business. This means that, of course, you can tell me if you're having trouble some way, somehow. Even in life, you know what I mean? We're brothers, we're sisters. And we help each other no matter what. It's a commitment beyond just a money motivation. It means that the staff that I'll have are few, but they'll be quality. It'll be the type of person that you can call upon when you're in need, such as I am. And the second thing that I'd like to go over is the personnel themselves. You need to be ethical on your own. A lot of business is trust. I mean, you could steal, you could do something weird. Don't be weird, just talk and just let us know like what you need and want. My name is Veneka. A lot of you will know that, some of you won't. My name is Veneka. The very first thing I did after high school was charity work. I didn't even go to university. I did full-time charity work for 4 years. Anti-drug campaigns, disaster response, these types of things. We were cleaning, well, sanitizing buildings that were essential such that governments could still function in in the time when there was COVID. We would be making sure that the city can still function, this type of charity work. And I did that for 4 years. In fact, that's how my photography career started. My international publications come from the tender moments, the meaningful moments that were had when doing my charity work. I'd see people giving out food to villages that were devastated by Hurricane Idai. And the reach that would happen when someone would give down food and then everyone would reach up and there'd just be like 20-something hands, as the dogs kill each other outside. There'd be 20-something hands going up and reaching for the food with the sun setting in the background. And it just made me feel the feeling of hope, and it made me feel a bit restored. It made me feel like humanity. It made me feel humanity. So then I captured that moment, and that was my very first international publication. The reason I'm telling you this is so you can get a feeling of my nature. Right? I'm not being predatory to you. You are not my prey. This is not just business. You need to get these concepts out of your head if you're working with me. Realize that not everyone has their nature changed by money. Almost everyone has their nature changed by money. Money makes people crazy. Two topics that make people crazy: money and anything sexual or relationship-wise. People start to change their personality. So I'm not going to be like this with you. There's going to be ups and downs. Sometimes the money will not be there. Right? This is not my intention. Right? But as a team, because we go through ups and downs in life, sometimes it won't be there. I need your motivation to not purely be money. I need you to have your own motivation. I'm with Graham here. His name is Graham Russell. He's a videographer. In fact, he's taking care of my video today. He's going to be one of my employees. He's got his own path in life, his own motivation. I'm finding him, he's already going. You know, I'm finding him, he's already having taken pictures of the president. He's done all sorts of like corporate stuff, like heavy corporate events. Portrait photographer. He's got his own path, his own power. I like that. And it's not a money motivation. It's a motivation that, okay, he's going to bring out his art as much as possible. He's going to influence the world as much as possible. He's going to change his own world as much as possible by working for it. This is a pure motivation. If you're just a pure salesman for me, I really don't mind if you're money motivated. It's fine. But if you're a salesman and on the art side, I like your art to have its own form of motivation simply because it lasts longer and is less fickle than a money motivation. Simply because even at a company that guarantees you $600 per month, realize that there are no guarantees in life. You are not safe at your airport. You are not safe as a doctor. You are not safe as a nurse. You are not safe as a lawyer. You're not safe as anything. Simply because the planet is what it is. Life is what it is. And life is not a constant. What they're selling you is the idea of consistent pay. That doesn't mean that it will actually be consistent. You'll be laid off. So I'm going to be more real with you than a company. I'm not expecting you to be poor simply because of the quality of team that I'm assembling. And there will be points where payroll won't quite make it. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I'll require you to merge with me. I won't necessarily be ultra polite about everything. Sometimes I'll be moving fast. But I'll consider you such a part of me that, just like I'm doing with my hand right now, I'm just controlling it. I didn't say please to this thing, but realize every time I eat, this thing eats. So as I do well, because we've interacted well and we've interacted fast, you'll do well. Because you are me. Do you understand? So this venture is going to be joint and also separate. I'm not trying to take your independence. I'm trying to add to your independence by making something united in which all of us can grow. The Power Rangers are powerful all by themselves, but at one point they band together and they become greater than the sum of their parts. Tonga is you becoming greater than the sum of your parts. It means you're pitching in. Whether it's your content that you'll be creating, you'll do dual labeling, right? So that we make something which is imposing as well that we can use. Realize that if Graham, who's taken pictures of the president and done all sorts of corporate events, and I come together and we are Tonga, realize that now Graham has worked with Standard Bank and Graham has worked with Red Bull because he's under Tonga. He says, my company has worked with Red Bull and Standard Bank. Now, I have taken photos of the president because my company has taken photos of the president. Do you understand? So this conglomeration, for the purpose of greater perception of all of us, will make us more money. That's what the nature of this thing is. Greater perception of all of us. Of course, I have sponsorship and there'll be some pretty cool equipment that we can use. And of course, as we pull together and we add more money together to the business, we'll have more access to more equipment and more access to more sponsorship. If you look through my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see more of the sponsorship type deals that I'm making. Johannesburg Chamber of Commerce, for instance, Samsung sponsorships, etc. As they roll out, you'll be seeing them. But basically, I'm giving you just the thoughts that I have I'm giving you what you should expect in a real way. I'm not going to polish it up. I'm not a bank person. I'm not going to water it down. I'm not going to make it look like it's not the world. This is the world. But I'll tell you what. I am being Morpheus to you and I'm offering you the red pill. Accept it.